Greetings, Grand Rising family. This is your girl, the Authentic Empress, and I'm going to share this message with you guys from my guides that was shared with me. However, if you watch some of my other videos, I mentioned in some of them that I've been vegan going on 2 years now, but particularly last night and this morning, I got my bowl of fruit here. My guys, considering that the spring equinox begins on tomorrow, I believe, on March 20th, Aries season, right? The message that I have for you guys is the day prior, especially the day prior. I mean, I will encourage anybody to eat healthy on a regular basis, you know, and as clean as possible. But they were really just cautioning for today in particular, to try to eat as clean as possible. You know, drink your herbal teas, eat some fruit, some vegetables, particularly nothing fried, particularly if you can manage not cooking your foods, that is encouraged. Like, for example, like maybe a salad, like a wholesome salad, and there's beautiful ways you can make delicious salads. I make delicious salads all the time. But yeah, so that's what I've been getting just the day prior. And I'm going to post some messages from Professional High Priestess Master Spiritual Warfare Day on this this recommendation here from my guys, as well as the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And we're going to start with this deck first. And some of you may be already familiar with it. I apologize if the video is a little dark. Let in some natural light. Okay, that should be better. Alright, so let's get into this. Let's see what messages they have for us regarding us eating as clean as possible, moving into Aries season, right? That was a terrible shuffle. But let's see what messages the Divine and Loving Ancestors, the angels, have for us regarding eating our fruits, our veggies, our teas, drinking our teas, right? Basically eating very light, you know. Even if you do, I heard, you know, veggies, fruits, like raw veggies, raw fruits, and teas. That's what I heard for today. Like kind of doing like a detox for the day, right? Even smoothies. So already we have a wise one to come out. And it reads, grow within your current situation. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. So, and then we have Shaman on the back, that also says, trust in higher forces. But I'm going to put these back in. So I just seen the Shaolin Master, and that card reads, be graceful in movement and action. So yeah, we understand natural foods from the earth to be like a natural fuel for us in the first place, right? It's one of the greatest fuels that we could give our bodies. And you know, Aries season, the Aries, that ram, right, it's kind of, you know, Aries energy is like head first, you know, forward movement, you know, it begins the zodiac sign. So Divine and Loving Ancestors, what messages do you have regarding eating clean the day prior to the spring equinox? What messages do you have for the collective regarding eating clean? What messages do you have for the collective? So we have take care of your needs. What messages? And then we have the Earth Mother, so we're gonna go with these 2 cards here. And then we have Sky Father and Air Guardian. Trust in the unknown and shift your perception. Wow. I just feel like I cannot deny these messages because it definitely relates. So we have Seer as well, and it says see beyond the current situation. Then we have the Hermit, retreat and recharge. You definitely will be recharged by eating these foods, right? And we're also going to clarify these cards. But yeah, you know, the fact that Earth Mother came out and then Sky Father, right? So a lot of us moving out of the winter season, right? Because we have winter here with the wolf and take care of your knees. So a lot of us have encountered, we just come out of a season where we had to free ourselves from these wolves, you know, masked in sheep's clothing, you know, just figuratively speaking. But these people who were predators of our energy, right, and our souls, you know, these soul eaters. And so what I'm getting is that, you know, some of us are really needing to recharge, you know, really needing to ground ourselves for this new season that we're about to head into. Now, mind you, we're in the age of Aquarius, so you know, it's very, it makes a lot of sense for Air Guardian to come out, with Aquarius being an air sign. And it says shift your perception, right? So eating, you know, this detox, right, is going to help ground your perception moving into Aries season, right? Yeah, a lot of us, we're coming out of the cold here. Because even how I align these cards, right, not even really thinking much of it, but everything happens for a reason. A lot of us are coming out of the cold, you know, with winter and Air Guardian here. And so with Earth Mother and Sky Father, right, you know, this is definitely, you know, messages from the universe here. This is definitely supported by the Most High, you know, Earth Mother. You know, we both have masculine and feminine energy, so this is definitely, you know, this is going to help. This is going to help ground your masculine and feminine energy, right? That balance is going to help restore balance. All right, so what do I want to clarify with? Now, I said I was going to use, so let me go with what I said the first time, and then we'll see if we need to use the Modern Witch Tarot to further clarify. But we're going to use Professional High Priestess Master Spiritual Warfare deck, you know, because like I said, a lot of us are coming out of this energy here where we had to free ourselves and, you know, even be in battle in a sense, you know. Yeah, so we got Purify. We got Purify come out. Then we got the Heart Chakra on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, a lot of us are coming out of these situations here where it was very draining, you know, us clearing our energy. Yeah, these wolves, right? These karmic individuals, because we have Coven. It's going to be difficult to see because it's dark. I should have used my I'm sorry, you guys. But we have Coven and groups, and then we have entity attachments. So a lot of us we've recently released ourselves. Yeah, so this is going to also help with your third eye chakra, but we released ourselves from these toxic individuals, and it's like those cycles have completely ended, you know, they're in the process of completely ending, because like I said, this, you know, winter season is over, right? Yeah, so those practitioner as well. So a lot of us are coming out of a season where people have been doing dark magic on us. And not just that, but with practitioner here, these foods, like I mentioned earlier, you know, it's definitely going to help you restore yourself from these toxic, deteriorating like energies, right? Draining energies. Alright, so let me get some direct cards, right? But we have purified to come out first as the basis of this. Alright, as it pertains to spiritual warfare, what we need to be aware of. Divine and living ancestors, clarify Sky Father. Clarify Sky Father for the Divine Collective. Clarify Sky Father. Yeah, so we have fire magic, right? So that's definitely backing that Aries season. Clarify Earth Mother. It's the Earth Mother, Divine 11 ancestors, Most High, Earth Mother. She clarify. So we have the Freeze card. Clarify Air Guardian. Like I said, a lot of us are coming out of the cold, right? Banish. Yeah, Air Guardian. So we have Banish for Air Guardian. So this is going to help completely flush out the remnants of this this energy that we was dealing with, right? With the Freeze card here, as I already mentioned, you know, coming out of the cold. These people are going into the cold, you know what I'm saying? These people are moving into being banished and moving into, you know, the Five of Pentacles. Whereas we're coming into this heat element here, you know, Aries season, you know, it's going to help unthaw any remnants of iciness, right? Maybe around your heart chakra, since we already had the heart chakra come out. Clarify Winter. Oop. Is that just one card? So we have finances come out. I'm going to put it back in. Then I also just saw mental health, but we have finances come out. So, and got crown on the bottom of the deck. So I am going to address finances since it did come out. So like I said, you know, people, you know, that draining like energy, right? Yeah, because we got root chakra as well. So, you know, these are very tangible items, right? You know, fruits, veggies, they're very tangible items. And we have throat chakra as well, that can help us in the process of clearing our energy and adding love back into us, like investing love back into our souls, our minds, and our vessels. So that's what I'm getting for that. Because, you know, the Winter card says take care of your needs. So being mindful of how we utilize our funds and making sure we're being responsible, you know, with them, right? You know, we're not, want to make sure we're being very mindful about what we're doing with that which we're given in order to, you know, add to our higher selves, right? So, you know, these teas and stuff like that, you know, you could be mindful, of course, you know, read all ingredients. If you're going to just buy your teas, like, I recommend Badia is a really good brand of teas, because it's like the actual tea, you know, it's not those teas that have like soy or some type of deodorizing agent in it. So I would definitely say if you're going to buy like teas and a box of stuff like that, be mindful of the ingredients. You don't want to get those teas with soy, that soy element, right? Or anything like I just mentioned, a deodorizing agent, like some type of, you know, additional chemical that's not truly necessary. You could buy mint for like no more than $2. You can get like some mint leaves to add to your tea. You can get some ginger. You know, ginger is not expensive at all. You know, you could go and get you a small piece of ginger. It's not pricey at all. And ginger is it's a fire herb, right? Because we got fire magic come out here. So I'm getting ginger heavy. But yeah, because regardless of the misconceptions around vegetables and, you know, healthy foods, and, you know, people saying that it's expensive and costly. It's really not. You know, a lot of these people that are speaking from this perspective, they still try to, yeah, it's definitely a misconception, right? But these people, they're still, you know, buying, you know, these foods that are not really healthy for them, and then, you know, trying to buy, you know, vegetables and fruits, you know, on the side, even though the main source of food they should be purchasing is vegetables and fruits, you know, water, you know, healthier food. So definitely, I'm drinking a lot of water today as well. So water, tea, fruits, veggies, right? Putting in those healthy fluids, vitamins and minerals, and, you know, these things that are going to naturally help flush and detox your body, right? Some of you may not, because you have the sacral chakra, you know, that's the womb space, the stomach area. So many of us, or there may be some people who may not be able to afford, you know, like the higher, the more advanced tools, you know, of spiritual warfare and spiritual protection, you know, such as crystals and those other things, right? Or more expensive, like herbs, or I'm not going to say herbs are really expensive, but as far as its tangibility, right? Whether you're able to, you know, some of you will be able to go to a shop nearby and actually get, you know, more specific herbs, right, that you don't typically find, you know, in the markets or grocery stores. But some of you don't really have this option. So that's why I recommend ginger, I recommend mint, rosemary. You know, these things are very inexpensive. You can get them from Walmart, you know, a regular store. You can get chamomile, like a bag of chamomile flowers. I will, you can either buy the chamomile tea. Like I said, we already addressed the boxes, so I'm going to address like the actual herbs now. Follow me. So there's a section in most markets, like Walmart, where they have like, on the, I want to say the universal, not either, you can either call it universal, or sometimes it'll be labeled as it's like culture based. It'll be labeled as maybe Asian or Mexican. I want to say Mexican. You'll see they'll have an aisle exclusively for like this, where you'll see like the Goya products and stuff like that, Mexican based products, and usually they have dried herbs over there. So in some cases you'll be able to find like a bag of chamomile flowers, like for no more than like $2, right? So there's that. You can even use oregano, like have oregano tea. Dandelion tea is really good recommendation. It's a really great tonic. You can even, I don't know what the weather is like, because I know here currently it's very rainy and kind of like doughy looking outside. So typically when the weather is like that, you're not going to be able to identify dandelions because they close up, right? So you'll typically see dandelions, you know, open up, and, you know, or whatever when the sun is out, you know, they're alive, right? So that's just their protection mechanism. So, but you can in fact buy dandelion root tea. The root is very powerful, but really all parts of the dandelion plant is really good for the body. Yeah, because we have elixirs and mixtures here, so that's that tea element. So that's confirmation of what we were just discussing about the teas. You can use, I want to make sure I'm not pronouncing it wrong. You can use tarragon. You can use, you can either use thyme in your tea. You could, I'm trying to mention herbs that you can find in the stores. I already mentioned rosemary. Rosemary is really good. hibiscus, right? Going back to that brand Badia, which you'll usually find that on that owl that I was talking about, like the Mexican owl or whatever they call it in your store, like the cultural owl. The Badia teas. Oh, turmeric. Turmeric is really good as well. You can either buy the actual turmeric. Your market may or may not have like the actual turmeric root, like they have ginger root, but they will have turmeric in like the seasoned section, right? Where you can buy a bottle of grounded turmeric. So you could do that. That may be a little more pricey, but Badia, they have a turmeric, and I want to say dandelion tea. No. Turmeric. They have a turmeric tea for sure. I'm trying to think what other herb that they use. You can either find turmeric tea, by itself, or it's turmeric and something else. I have it in my cabinet, but I can't think. Oh, turmeric and ginger. So you can even buy the Badia brand tea of turmeric and ginger that's already like made together. And they also have hibiscus tea and some other really great healthy teas. Divine and loving ancestors, clarify winter. Clarify winter for the divine collective. Clarify winter for the divine collective. Clarify winter. Clarify winter. Sound and then elemental healing. Let me see. So some of you have been tapping into sound therapy. Meditations. And I'm getting air dominant individuals for sure definitely need to take heed to this message. But eating this, right, is going to ground those meditations and that energy clearing that you've already been doing prior, or the releasing that you've been doing, right, or embracing change, right, that adaptability. We just had 22 on a timer just now. So this is basically going to help, it's going to add to that, right, it's going to ground that energy. Let's see if I get another card. Clarify winter. Divine and loving ancestors. Clarify winter. Earth Mother, Sky Father. So we have the pineal gland. Yes. Take care of your needs. Located on the pineal gland that supports hormone production. The third eye is the channel for which we can see the manifestation of the spiritual realm into the material for guidance and truth. Symptoms: polarity, complacency, loss of zest for life, lapse in psychic abilities. So yes, this is definitely going to fuel, it's going to help regenerate those energies, that may have, it's kind of taking a toll because of these energies that you've, currently been, that, in the winter season and prior to that, that you've been dealing with or battling against, right? Putting you in this cold like energy, or like I said, coming out of the cold now and entering into, like, coming out of winter and entering into the spring, right? That's what we have here. Yeah, because a lot of you was dealing with cords, because we got practitioner again on the bottom of the deck as well, and prayers and affirmations. So if you've been praying for solutions, because we got herbalism as well, for how to help, really release these blockages, wherever that is, because we got career here as well. This is going to help, right? Because as the pineal gland said, the third eye is the channel for which we can see the manifestation of the spiritual realm into the material realm, right? So, a lot in the winter energy, especially like with the pandemic, we had a lot of time to reflect, right? To do deep reflection and introspection, and spending more time inside, and not just that, sleeping, more time sleeping, more time, like being very visionary, like in a dream state. But you've had this time to meditate and, to manifest all these things within you spiritually, and it's like now is the time to bring this forth, right, into the material realm, wholesomely, right? Because we got practitioner here again, and we got like more fire like energy with this candle magic card. So yes, you guys, I don't want to beat a dead horse or make this message too long, right? Because we got reversals here on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, and like I always say about balance, right? You're cutting off things that no longer serves you, right, or that's detrimental to your health. But in the midst of you restoring that balance, as you cut off things, like with the Queen of Swords, right, the Libran card, you have to also add things, right? Because it's, even when you cut off things, there's going to automatically be an imbalance, right? So as you cut off and release those things that are unhealthy for you, you must also add things that are healthy for you to restore that balance, right? We got Venusian energy, like you must embody that whole energy of love, that full energy of love, right? Because Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. So the Libra card with the Queen of Swords, right? You're cutting off those things that no longer serve you. However, in order to restore, temperance and balance, right? Justice, or, just balancing the scales, you have to add things, right? Taurus energy, like the mother, the nourishing, earth energy, right? Earth energy, veggies, fruits, things that are healthy, things that are made in love because it's made from Mother Earth and made from, the universe, right? These are like the most, the number one medicines, right? Herbs and, foods that grow from the land. These are like the most important medicines that we could give to our body. So once again, that balance, right? That Taurus Libra energy here. And taking action with the Aries energy. This is going to add to you fulfilling your manifestations. This is going to add to that boast of energy that you're automatically going to get moving into Aries season, right? But with that boast of energy that we have, we're going to need something to replete that energy, or replenish that energy as well. So finding that balance and doing that. All right, you guys, this is the Authentic Empress, and I love you guys very much. But yeah, once again, water, tea, vegetables, fruit, make you, a good salad, a good fruit salad, and squeeze some lime juice over your fruit. You'll love it. Trust me, you will love it. Anybody have questions about any salad recipes, comment below, and I could give you some of my recipes and recommendations, and we'll go on from there, right? Because we're about healing here. It's a process. Like, you have to heal every it's like you have to go about it at all angles, right? Interconnectedly. You have to work on the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. And, these foods here, these natural medicines, right? These ancient medicines are going to add to all of that. And it's going to help ground us, right? Because it's like we're eating from the earth and being made of nature, right? It's going to help ground us, right? As elements. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.